Kyle. How is everybody today? I hope you're staying cool. It is absolutely brutal in Connecticut, and I can only imagine what it's like south of here. I'm waiting to get my link for my text group people, and naturally I don't have my number near me to tell you what that is if you want to join my text group. Hang on one sec. I'm having quite a day. We recorded our third podcast. It is not up yet. So Paint Misbehavin' is the name of our podcast. It's not ready to go yet because I have to edit the last one, add some intros, and I'm continuing to learn all about creating a podcast. And there goes my link. All right. So, good morning, Shannon. How are you today? Thanks for joining. She always brings her pretty flowers and sunshine, which I absolutely love. So our podcast is going to be up soon, and I'll be making a big deal about it. And I'm sure Tammy of Flippin' Furniture will be, and so will Joni of Weathered Wings Art. Absolutely. But what a day I'm having. We had a great recording, and then I decided I'm going to go get some steps before I need, to do my next thing for today. And I'm being really good and looking at my planner. Shannon, do you use a planner? Do you follow a schedule? So I go out of my house and it's hot. Hey, Amanda, good morning. How are you today? Thanks for joining. So I went outside and I got hit by that wall of heat. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get my steps. I'm going to walk around my house 3 times in a very rural area. And I'm going around the corner and I see this little happy face of this dog. I see this little pitty or big pitty, black and white, and he's looking at me very friendly. I said, who are you? And he comes over wagging his tail. And I immediately know I'm going to put him in my garage because when I've had a number of animals do this. They seem to find their way to my house, and I never just let them go roam off because we know it's dangerous, mostly people driving like maniacs. And I said, this dog, I've never seen him. He's going to get hit. That's what I think. Hey, Lisa. Thanks for joining. She is from Bristol, Tennessee. Fabulous. I've been to Tennessee a couple of times. It's beautiful, and it's a really big state. You don't realize how long. I was on a plane, Lisa, going to Tennessee, and I'm like, when are we going to land from Connecticut? Anyway, I bring the dog in. I entice him with the promise of a treat, and I get him in, close the garage door. My dogs were going nuts, and I went in, isolated my dogs, went back out and looked at his collars, called his owner, who was so relieved because the dog got out, and his name was Mike. He was a really sweet dog, and she came to pick him up. So he's home safe and sound. But oh my God, and we had our last cat, Walter, who you may have seen. I'll put up his picture every once in a while. He was dumped by somebody, and we found him, and I grabbed him, put him in my garage, and I contacted animal control, and she's like, just keep him. She goes, we've had no calls about a tabby like that. Just keep the cat. So we love him. So that's it so far. I'm afraid to go back outside. So I want to now gild the lily of our Christmas ornament, our little birdhouse Christmas ornament. So I'm going to be putting on, and I move my camera. Let me move my stand here a little bit closer. I'm going to put some gold leaf on the laurel. This was done with the laurel mold. And I think this is from the laurel mold also. Oh, and the rosettes mold. So I want to put some gold leaf on here. Lisa's laughing. That was a long trip. It was. And I always get Memphis and Memphis and another city. What's the other big city in Tennessee Memphis? Oh my goodness, why can't I remember? But I always get those 2 cities mixed up. And let me tell you, my husband saw me buying my tickets. He goes, Jane, where are you going? and I had put the wrong city, and thank God I was able to correct it. I want to show you, I'm not going to use this today, but I want to quickly show you some of my Christmassy stuff. This is called Curly Lametta, and this is also sterling. It's not solid, it's sterling applied to the wire, made in Germany. But look at how pretty this is. I have no, Nashville. Lisa! Ah! So I said I wanted to go to, I got tickets for Nashville, but I wanted to go to Memphis. Oh, man, but it's beautiful there. And I just had such a blast. So anyway, this is Curly Lametta, but look at how pretty that is, right? For Christmas ornaments. And here's one other thing. I love this. I got this. This is also sterling. It's also from Germany. And you know how they'll put it around an ornament and put like a little angel in the middle, but isn't that beautiful? I just love this stuff. All right, but we're not using that today. I just wanted to show you. So I am going to use gold leaf. So let me get my gold out here. I grabbed all my colors. And here it is. And I want to see if I have smaller. I don't. And I don't have my scissors. So I'm going to have to use it like this. Well, here, this one seems to be. I cut my books, you guys. So when you get a book of leaf, it comes like this. This is a full-size book, right? And you can cut these. There's the spine. You would cut from there down. And that way you're not wasting it. This isn't real gold, so I'm not going to worry. If it was real gold, you actually have a leather pad. You cut the amount that you need so you don't waste it. All right, I'm going to grab some size. Size is the glue that you glue the leaf on with. This is the kind of, and you only need a little bit. This is the kind of leafing we're doing today. I'm doing today. All right. Oh, Lisa, is Nashville where the Peabody is? No, it's Memphis, right? Oh my God, I'm still getting, why do I get those two cities mixed up? But I stayed at the Peabody and it was wonderful. Okay, now I'm using just a regular old, I'm not used to having my camera this close, you guys, a regular old artist brush. And I'm going to put this on very roughly like I usually do. I'm not like, you know, this isn't something where I'm going to tape it out and make sure it's like really exact. It's in Memphis. That's where I went. It is beautiful. The Peabody, you guys, was this, it's an old hotel. And it was so wonderful. And it was the first time I ever had biscuits. I went down early in the morning. I was down there for a master class on painting for a whole week. It was so great. And I was in, you know, staying by myself. And I went down early in the morning. I have to have coffee first thing. And it's the first time I had biscuits and this white gravy. And I said to the guy next to me, I go, what is this? What is that? It's all, I said, it's all lumpy. And he goes, it's gravy. And I have to tell you, I had it. I got some scrambled eggs, the biscuit, and this gravy, and it was delicious. Oh my goodness. It was really good. So we probably have a restaurant somewhere up here in Connecticut that's doing Southern food, but I don't know if it would taste like this one was. It was incredible. So I just dip my brush into the size, and then I'm just gonna lightly put this on. Do you see how I did that? I'm just lightly brushing that on and right over our little bumblebee. And you see how it's just hitting the high points, right? Yep, see, Lisa's saying biscuits and sausage gravy, a Southern tradition. Absolutely, Lisa, it was delicious. And I had it every morning. I must have gained, 50 pounds while I was there. It was so good. All right, and I'm gonna use, again, I'm holding my brush pretty flat and I'm just brushing this on like this. And we are waiting, now that I have my size on here, you see how it's milky white? We have to wait for it to come to tack, it's called. And it's already starting here, and it will look dry. It will no longer, it won't look dry. It's still shiny, but it won't be milky. And you'll know it has come to tack when you touch it and it doesn't come off on your finger, but it feels tacky. You cannot use Elmer's glue for this. You can't use any other kind of glue. It has to be size. Amanda is saying, biscuits and gravy is my husband's fave breakfast. Well, why not? I did have to add those scrambled eggs in. It just felt really odd to me to just have like a bunch of gravy on a biscuit. It was really decadent. So I needed to break it up with the eggs. It is worth, Shannon saying, it's worth the weight gain. So good. It was delicious. And I remember the coffee at the Peabody was really, really good. It was really smooth. I'm really picky about coffee, and it was really